Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Rimworld. We have made it to episode 11, and all is going well. I usually start this off with some kind of pessimistic outlook on life, but I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. I'm thinking we're in a good place. I mean, Schlitzer's dazing up here, and that's gonna happen. That's just gonna happen. But everything else is going really well. I murdered some numbers last episode, and I just kind of want to take Carl and Schlitzer up here. Actually, Carl, you go and do what you were doing. I want you to fix this solar generator. Where's Allie at? Allie, come here. We're gonna borrow you for a second. Allie, why don't you come over here? And you know, I talked about some numbers with this shooting skill, trying to figure out the best weapon, and I did a little bit of research, and I think I found a lot of contradictory information out there, if I'm honest, but I found something that I think is actually helpful, so I'm gonna pull that up and we're just gonna look at it here. Okay, so Eugene has a bolt action rifle, and this bolt action rifle has a warm-up of 1.9 seconds. This is, if I understand correctly, this is the aiming time. There's no tooltip to tell you that, but I understand that that's what that is. So whenever a character is trigger happy, they have a 50% aiming time. So that, I believe, is this. So, you know, rounding, we're gonna take a penalty off, so that's gonna be 1. And then there's 1 second of cooldown after, and that doesn't get affected by the trigger happy. I don't believe this one does. So actually, you're doing 18 damage every every roughly 2 seconds, right? Every roughly 2 seconds, you are doing 18 damage. Without trigger happy, that would be 18 damage every 3 seconds, roughly. Okay, so that's one stat with guns, and that makes sense to me. The other one is accuracy. Now, if we look here, we get a accuracy of 94%, which, you know, it gets a penalty because of trigger happy, all right, and it also gets a penalty because of manipulation, but, you know, and that gets a really low number that gets magically rounded up to 94%. Okay, fine. But it's not 94%. There's 2 factors that affect that. One is distance. So actually what I discovered that's very helpful is if I mouse over Allie right here, I can see his shot percentage chance. He has a 41% to shooter, 61% just from his shooting ability and all those other stats. So basically his, this stat right here, not this stat right here. 94%. It's 94%, but it's not really, because it's calculated over every single tile. So he's got a 94% here, a 94% of that here, etc., and it goes down until it finally gets to Allie over here several tiles away. By that time, it's 61%. Now the weapon has an accuracy skill as well, which, as you can see, is 67. So 67% of 61% is 41%, which gives us our final number. That makes sense. So let's see, we can use this to figure out what the better weapon is. So right now he's got a poor bolt action rifle. Let's just compare that with a normal bolt action rifle. Eugene, grab that, come up here and take aim at Allie. She didn't know this is what she would be doing when she got recruited in. I don't think Schlitzer mentioned that. But now look at this, we're up to 51%. Now the shooter accuracy is still the same, it's 61, but we're taking 84% of that now. Now, the bolt action, these things are a little bit, it's a little bit more complex than that, because we do have different, so there's a 95% accuracy for the weapon at a medium short and 89 at long, and at touch it actually goes down. So the weapon accuracy is 84% right here at this distance, but if I have her come really close, come on close, Allie. And now I look at it, you can see it's dropped. It's down to 74% now, which, if we look at the accuracy of 74%, okay, So these numbers are starting to make a little bit of sense now. All right, so you can definitely see that there's no damage difference between the Pour and the normal bolt-action rifle. It's all in the shot percent. So she's got a 50% chance of being shot, and this rifle doing 18 damage every 2 seconds. So, with that, Eugene, why don't you go ahead and drop that one, and let's grab this Pour machine gun here and go back to your spot. Now let's look at her in the same spot. Now, she's got a 36% chance of being shot. The weapon only has a 62% accuracy. However, if we look at the weapon, let's look at the weapon. It does 3 shots that can do 13 each. At least that's how I choose to read that each shot does 13. I'm hoping there's not some division there. I'm guessing that's 3 shots every 13 seconds. The warm-up is going to be roughly 0.5 seconds. So 13 times 3 every 1.65 seconds, roughly. And with a 36% chance to hit. I'm liking those odds. A 36% means one of those 3 is likely to hit, right? That's the way it works in my mind, at least. So I do think that this is the better weapon. Now, as she gets closer, let's say she gets right up here and Eugene gets a shot off, 62% chance that one of those bullets is each one of those bullets is going to hit. And as she's coming closer, he's got a super slow or super fast cooldown on this, so he's getting off more shots than with the bolt action. The long short of this is that I think the numbers of shooting make a lot more sense to me now. I believe it. I understand, and I do think this machine gun for him is a lot better choice. Now that one was poor. This one was shoddy. What is the difference between poor and shoddy? That's the question. It's all in the accuracy. So, 51, 37, 21. And you have, I'm sorry, that's under the gear tab. Poor is significantly better. So poor is better than shoddy. That is the same thing, right? Heavy. I keep hitting the wrong tooltip. Heavy. You are at 73, 52, 30. 51, 37, 21. So, yeah, even though it's poor, it's still good, and I think that is going to be the good weapon right there. I think that's going to be the best choice for him. So, anyhow, yeah, make sure everybody's and we'll move on from there. But those are some of the things. That's what I'm wanting to get out of this series. I'm really wanting him to look into that sort of stuff and not just kind of guess. In the end, is it going to make a lot of difference? I don't know. But it makes me feel better knowing that I've got the best possible numbers. Let's go ahead and reset those traps. We had this area. One thing I wanted to check is since I did turn off that home area thing, we now have to go through and make sure that that's part of our home area. Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword. We're either going to be cleaning. I think I would rather clean and repair stuff that's not in the home area rather than do it the other way around. We're not building a lot of traps out here in the middle of nowhere anymore, so anything we build here soon is we're going to want to keep in our home area. How's the temperature? 72, 70, 92 outside, so that's finally catching up. It's 80 in this one that is not open and doesn't have a vent, so that's manageable as well. Schlitzer, are you still wandering around out here? Yeah. He's got a slightly impressive bedroom, so that is nice, at least. I don't know what we're going to do about the ugly environment out here. Yeah, well, I mean, we could wall in the stockpile, but the stockpile, it's kind of temporary. We're going to have to take this down here soon because we need to build more power eventually if we make it that far. Oh, there I am being negative again. I was going to be optimistic this round. Okay, so what needs to happen? What needs to occur? We need to get some research done is really what needs to occur. How is that moving along? Not very quickly because Ray's asleep. We do have a communication console. I don't know that there's much else we can really do with that particular layer. Power-wise, we're getting a little bit of drain. I think the communications console, how much power does it take? 200, and these guys 200. So yeah, we're putting a little bit of extra strain. Yeah, I mean, this windmill, it never moves. It never moves. But yeah, we may want to look into moving this stockpile somewhere and getting it kind of enclosed. Where do we want to think about maybe moving that? Maybe over here? Do we have reasonable amount of wood? Yeah, we got a lot of wood. 840. Do I wanna focus on that? I've already got my beacon up here. It might be better just to wall that in. Well, no, yeah, because I wanted to build another wind turbine, but I could go up here if we just mined out this. Let's see, how far would we need to go? Up like that. That seems doable. Let's just go ahead and do that. Was that right? Let's just go one extra. Just because. Then we can put our extra generators up there, and then wall in this stockpile, and then that one maybe help with the beauty outside, because I think that may. Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna have to look at stockpiles and not be happy with it. Allie, how are you doing? How do you feel about things? You are jealous. Interesting. Is that jealous? Yes. Where is your bedroom? You're just jealous because you don't have a sculpture in yours. So if we get a sculpture here, if Eugene can make a nice one here, that's a little bit better than these two, that will be great. Does she have a good bed? No, she has a normal bed. All right, we got our sculpture. Let's look at it. It's a good one. All right, so let's just put that in Allie's bedroom and see if that's enough to make her happy. All right, we got a lot of food. How many meals do we have down here? 13. That's looking good. Kevin, how are you doing? Have you recovered yet? Getting close. Not really happy. Oh, you're a pessimist. All right, Schlitzer finally. Well, he's still registered as part of a break. Okay, no, you're off of it. Let's see. Can I just wake you up real quick and let you go to bed in a real room? All this blood around's probably not helping moods much, but very hot. Yes, it is very hot, isn't it? You're not suffering from it, though, are you? No, you're fine. Now, Eugene is a little bit, but he's inside now, so that should go away. Well, he just went back outside. Carl, where'd you go? Oh, you're off to get more blocks? No? Where'd Carl go? Okay, yeah, you were off to get more blocks. Okay, got a lot of work up there for Allie to do when she wakes up. These chunks, I wonder if they're affecting the Let's see, your growth rate is a 0. That's because it's night. 63, 72, 63. It doesn't look like it's affecting their grow rate much. 80%. 72, 80. Well, it may be. Maybe. We can move those slags off. I don't know where the best place for those is. They're probably given some ugly penalties though, right? Yeah, -9. I mean, it's something we can do. It's something we can take care of relatively easy. So, let's just make a dumping stockpile up here. 4 slag, storage, clear all, chunks, steel slag, and let's just get them off. Haul, haul, haul. And I don't know who can really do that. Maybe Carl? Carl, are you talking to Allie over here? We're having nice chats. Well, that's nice. Cargo pods. Cargo pods with some jade. All right. Let's go get it. Not too far away. And Ray, what are you doing? You are resting. Schlitzer, what are you doing? Are you in a better mood? You're very jaw deprived. Disturbed sleep. Let's see. What was I looking for? There's something that will tell me. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I don't know. I thought there was something that would show you joy effectiveness for characters, and I don't know where that went. Might have been a mod I saw somebody with a playthrough. That's the thing about this game. You really never know. There's so many mods that do so many things that it's really hard when you're watching a playthrough. Somebody gets a cool tooltip or something, and you look for it forever and you don't see it. Now, it could be that it is part of the game. I just don't know where it is, but... Okay, Ray, you're sleeping. Didn't I set Allie to be the warden? Allie's the warden. Psychic groan. Every colonist with a male gender. Great. That's wonderful. We try to make people happy. Allie, how are you doing about your jealousy, though? Okay, that went away, so that's good. Ate without a table and you're mad about it. You know, I would suggest maybe eating with a table next time. There's one right here. That's kind of one of those annoying penalties that, you know, you build tables. You basically have to build tables everywhere to account for wherever the colonist is going to be at the time where they pull their meal out of their pocket. They like to keep meals in their pockets. Yep, she's got a meal in her pocket. Schlitzer probably has one too. Yeah, so I guess I could build a table up here, but that just seems ridiculous. Ate without a table. It's only -3. The psychic drone's a little bit more annoying. Let's see, he's got the catharsis offsetting it. How does that... Psychic drone medium. 0? Are you... You're psychically deaf. All right, that's wonderful. So Eugene's really the one that's going to hurt the most from it. And yeah, the disturbed sleep didn't help. I mean, he's hot. That doesn't help much either. I'm wondering if we should add an additional joy source. Like a chess table, maybe? I don't know. All right, Ray's almost getting the research done, which is what we need. What we really need, and you know what? How much steel do we have? We have 635. What we need to do is run some power over to our walls. We need to run some power over to our walls because we're going to have turrets soon, and we need to get those set up. So this one's going to be pretty straightforward. This one's going to be quite a jaunt, though. But there'll be time for that next time. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. thank you for watching. I may just watch this last bit of mining get done. Oh, so close, so close. Oh, she's going to give up. All right, I think that's a sign. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check in next time where I feel we're due for something really bad to happen. All right, thanks for watching.